Chris and Brandon with the Kabuki Strength team, and we're gonna go through the KomodoDragon movement. So the KomodoDragon is great for people that have tight hips and a locked up scap or scapular mobility issues. I would say AKA power lifters. Would you agree?
Say that again?
Yeah.
Power lifters.
Power lifters, yeah, pretty much, right? So this movement, we get back, we've said this in many of our videos, purpose and intent. This movement is much like the dead bug, where you can watch this on video and practice it and go through the motions, and you're just gonna be crawling around the floor and not getting any value out of it. So really watch what we're coaching and cueing, and know you're gonna have to feel your body when this turns on, when that deep spinal stabilization turns on. So you're gonna have to have that in the correct positioning before we start moving. This is stolen from the Prague School of Medicine, one of the leading DNS instructors out there. So gonna give him credit for that. And but great tool, really been enjoying the implementation of this. So KomodoDragon, we're gonna go into a wide hip position. Not super wide, we're not gonna be stretched to the full limits of it's not a stretch. We're gonna really be focused on maintaining spinal integrity. So again, once we get into position, we've gotta get all of this locked in and breathing in the right areas. We don't wanna be, I don't know what you call it, scapping or whatever, when you've got really large exposed scapula with this lowered down. So yeah, go ahead and drop here in the center, boom. See, we've got those shoulder blades sticking up. We don't want that, and we don't wanna be, boom, up in this position either. So we're gonna go in a really wide position with the hands. And again, we wanna be driving through the meat, palm, right here into the ground. So he's gonna drive down into position. He's gonna go lower till we've got, yes, so got really wide position here. And now you can see we've got some curvature here that we don't want. So he's gonna lock in, boom. And as he does that, you can start to see if you see a little bit of shake in his head here, he's starting to get that system firing just the way that we want it to. I've already done some coaching. It took a few times with Brandon to be able to get him to be able to do this. He either had too much extension, flaring, so we really want to focus, again, that oblique, low ab. We've got pressurization even right in here. See, right here, is that tight? Good, good. Fill up right there, Brandon. Good. Drive down, broad shoulders. Imagine stretching these shoulders as wide as possible. Lats engaged as well. Boom. Okay, now you're firing, right?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Now, he's gonna rotate towards me at both the hip, and notice, he's not rotating just here. This whole spine has to rotate the other direction. Boom. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate as well. So Brandon, go ahead and step aside. Difficult, huh?
Yeah, it's very difficult.
And just getting into position though, you think you're there. You just go, oh yeah, I'm everywhere you said.
Yeah,
But until you actually get the quality of everything locked in, and you'll watch me as it comes in. There it is. So, I knew exactly the position that I needed to get to, so I'm able to get there very fast. But you can see it turn on, right?
Oh yeah.
Once everything comes in, that deep spinal stabilization starts kicking in. All of a sudden, it just becomes really challenging for me to hold that position. From there, then I'm gonna rotate here and at the hips as well at the same time. So that's a great movement. So that wraps up the KomodoDragon. Do you have any additional input from giving that a try?
Man, really, that one, just as much as any other, you have to be intentful with what you do. I was trying my absolute hardest to do it right, and even then, you know, I had maybe one or two faults in what I was doing, but be very purposeful and intentful with what you're doing, and be very aware of what your body is doing in that exercise.
But very powerful tool. There is a progression to this as well that we'll show in another video. So have fun on the floor, doing the KomodoDragon and getting those hips and scap all opened up at once.